the Defence Minister's statement in Parliament on the current standoff with China. Amongst the main points the Defence Minister made was that our armed forces will always rise to the challenge. Mr. Rajnath Singh told the House that our brave soldiers laid down their lives and also inflicted costs, including casualties on the Chinese side. He added the violent conduct of the Chinese forces was in complete violation of all mutually agreed norms. Mr. Singh said China has mobilized a large number of troops and armaments along the LAC as well as in the in-depth areas. He added our armed forces have also made appropriate counter deployments. He went on to say the House should have full confidence that our armed forces will always rise to the challenge and do us all proud. We want to resolve the current situation through dialogue, and the josh and motivation of our armed forces is very high. The Congress, however, walked out after his statement because they said that no questions were allowed on this issue.
हमारे बहादुर सेना के जवानों ने अपनी जान का बलिदान दिया और साथ ही चीनी पक्ष को भी भारी क्षति पहुंचाई है अध्यक्ष महोदय और अपनी सीमा की सुरक्षा में वह कामयाब रहे।
The political leadership speaking in Parliament, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said both nations have different interpretations on the line of actual control in Ladakh.
चाइना ने इस कार्रवाई को आगे बढ़ाने पर सहमति नहीं जताई है। इसके कारण कई जगहों पर चाइना तथा भारत के बीच LAC परसेप्शंस में ओवरलैप है।
Mr. Singh specifically named territories and friction points in the Ladakh theatre and said China had amassed troops and weapons, but the Indian armed forces were ready for any eventuality, he assured the House.
अभी की स्थिति के अनुसार चाइनीज साइड ने LAC और अंदरूनी क्षेत्रों में बड़ी संख्या में सैनिक टुकड़ियां और गोला बारूद मोबिलाइज किया हुआ है। चीन की कार्रवाई के जवाब में हमारी आर्म्ड फोर्सेस ने भी इन क्षेत्रों में उपयुक्त काउंटर डिप्लॉयमेंट्स किए हैं अध्यक्ष महोदय।
The Congress party walked out, protesting the Prime Minister's absence and not being allowed to speak, although both Sonia and Rahul Gandhi were not there. Despite the Defence Minister's speech, Rahul Gandhi tweeted, challenging the Prime Minister to name China.
हमारा मांग सिर्फ एक ही था कि देश हमारा भी है। ये देश सिर्फ राजनाथ सिंह जी के नहीं, ये देश हम सब के हैं और हम सब ये चुने हुए नुमाइंदे हैं और सदन के अंदर हमारी जो मन की बात, दिल की बात हमें थोड़ा बोलने का मौका दिया जाए, इसलिए हम बात करना चाहते थे।
The government is not keen on any discussion, but it will definitely have to have some kind of discussion in the Rajya Sabha when the Defence Minister places his statement on the floor of the House. Irrespective, it wants a resolution to show unity amongst parliamentarians for our armed forces as well as send a message to our neighbours. With camera person Pooja Arya, Sunil Prabhu, NDTV.